Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh, got a little fruit fly in here. Anyway, see, now I could just start this over, right? But no, this is a raw channel where we do things off the cuff, so I'm leaving it in. Anyway, all kidding aside, this is a Temu haul. Surprise, surprise. If you are new here, welcome. If you're one of our regulars, welcome back. Check out the description box below. It's got everything you need to know about Temu. I won't go into it in detail in this one. It's not a sponsored one, so I don't have to be all technical. But I want to say thank you, and I don't have any updates, product updates for you at this time, so we can just get started. All right, so I again have some larger larger things, so I brought it down in this. And I guess I do have one update. So I'm wearing this shirt that I got in a previous haul, but it looks kind of big, so I'm probably going to I was trying to see if that was like see-through, but no, this line right here is coming from something else. But if I cinched this, it would look better. But this is the first one of these that had long sleeves. Like, I didn't realize that when I ordered it, and they're kind of too long. So I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this or not. I mean, aside from that, I really like it, but it also kind of washes me out a little bit, maybe. But yeah, it's still pretty. Got the pretty ditzy floral design on it. So okay, so now let's get started. All right, so the first thing I got is a metal sign. It's actually in pretty good shape. There's no, and I'm looking at it on this side first because this is where it's easiest to see if there's creases. So there's not really any creases. There's a little bit of a bump there, but that would be easy to flatten out. But anyway, warning, this property is protected by by highly trained crows, not responsible for injury or possible death. So I thought that was hilarious. So I will be putting this somewhere outside on the house, or maybe on one of our posts. It does have little holes here, but so I'll probably end up stringing something. Oh, and this corner did get a bit dinged up in comparison to like that, but really that's no big deal. So yeah, so I thought this was cute, and this cost $4.78. Next, this is the blanket in this whole floral, and I realized it was Bohemian floral is what you would search if you yourself fall in love with this hideous pattern. So I don't have good track record on opening blankets on this channel, but it's super soft, and it's kind of the same softness on both sides. Very soft. And then this came in different sizes, but because it's just going to go in the living room as kind of a throw blanket, I didn't want a super big one. But this is the same pattern and design as my curtains and my soon-to-be remodeled bathroom. It's definitely an acquired taste. I really did think this was hideous when I first got the curtains, but these colors really are pretty. And they look, I have this color paint that's on the back. That's what color paint all of the walls in this house were when we bought it some 13 years ago, and you can see we've never changed it. Well, actually, the room right in there, we've actually painted a different color in there because that was one of the kids' rooms. But so okay, so the blanket, the super soft blanket, was $13.98, but I did get a adjustment. Next, this is like a Bath and Body scrub brush. This came in all different colors, designs. Some were solid colors, some were multicolored like this one. But you can use this on your body, on your scalp, you know, stick some body wash in here, shampoo or whatever, and it's got a nice little hanger so you can hang it up in there. And I kind of like the idea of this. Now I haven't tried it yet, but I kind of like the idea of this better than a loofah, just because I feel like this will dry better, because some of those loofahs stay wet for quite a while. So yeah, so I thought I'd give this a try, and this was $4.99, but I did get a price adjustment. I really love those colors. Of course, I'm sure one of my kids will too, and I'll have to tell them to keep their mitts off. All right, next, I have been buying these for each of my daughters for Christmas. Of course, this one's not in a resealable bag, but that's okay. So, this one is obviously purple. I've gotten one in orange and a Tiffany blue. And so the last daughter, I picked this purple color. And I'm only sitting here looking because this is kind of off-centered, but I don't think that matters in the scheme of how it works. But anyway, it's just a real simple travel jewelry case. So they can put some rings, some earrings, or other little trinket things, and then they can have up to 3 necklaces that can sit in this little pouch. So for what we do for traveling, we're never gone anywhere longer than a week, so this is a perfect size. And I have one of these too in pink, and I did not have to wait for Christmas to use mine. But they do. So this one, and these come in all different colors, and depending on the color will determine the price. But the purple version of this is $2.97, and I did get a price adjustment. And some of them, some sellers have it where you can customize it with their first initial or a letter on the outside. I used color to make mine unique for the kids. All right, next, well, we've got some more throw pillows. We just had some of these on the last haul, but that's okay. Why would they send them at the same time? Okay, finally. That's probably where YouTube would have stuck a commercial, right? But anyway, they come vacuum sealed. Wanted to hear the whoosh. All right. So I got a set of 2, and these are the 18 by 18 inch size, and they do have multiple different sizes, some smaller, some bigger, but I believe this is the size that goes with the pillow covers that they sell. They do have zipper, so you can add more stuffing to this if you wanted, because these are kind of thin, and you'll see once I put a pillow cover on it, you'll see what I mean. So you can stuff more in, because that's all that's in there. There's no additional covers. It's just the fill that's in there. But you get two. I raved, or ranted maybe is more accurate, on the last haul about how expensive these seem to be, because for two it's $13.78. I do have some pillow covers in here that I'm going to put on one of these once we get to it. Next, and it's funny, I thought my last haul was going to be short, but this one may be short. So next I've got some plastic headbands. So it came with a set of 5. And look, I could wear this one with this, right? That blue might go with that, but I still think I would wear this one. They do have little teeth on the edges. And I mean, there's no getting around it. These are super cheap, so I could see it being really easy if you've got kids, them just yanking it and cracking it in half. I can't tell. I mean, it feels plastic, but like with a rubbery coating on it. And they all have the same design. But see, I've got my army green one in here. So that's probably the biggest reason why I got this set, was for that green. But I have a lot of stuff in these colors now. So this set of 5 was $2.69. So that's not bad. And then I got another set of 5 with different colors. I really should be set on headbands. However, I can't seem to stop if I find one that I like. So I think this is another black one. So yep, 2 blacks, which I guess is good, since that's can wear with just about anything. But you can see these are kind of warmer fall colors. Is this the same color as this one? Let's hope not. Nope. So I guess those were kind of more wintry, and these are kind of more fall. Or those were more muted gray added. But so yeah, so this one, okay, on camera it's looking really bright yellow, but it's really more of a goldish yellow, so it's definitely showing up brighter. This one looks the same, but for some reason this one's reflecting the light a little bit differently, so it's not quite as accurate. So yeah, and then this set was also $2.69, so the color scheme didn't matter for price for those. So good grief, that's 10 headbands. I need to get another headband holder hook thing to put on the wall. All right, so now we've got the pillow covers. It came in a set of 2, so I ordered 2 sets so that I would have 4. These will end up being the covers that I use when I'm not celebrating a holiday, so really just my generic ones. And what's great about these is that if the kids spill things on it, it's going to be really hard to see, right? Because there's so many, it's such a busy pattern. So that, like I said, I really thought this was hideous when I first got those curtains, but now I love it. So let's see, since it came with two, let's see if they're exactly the same, you know, cut in the same place. The curtains were. The curtains, I got 2 panels in a set, and when I ordered the second set, they were cut exactly the same. So I had 2 identical, they were identical panels. Which for someone like me is nice. All right, so it looks to be pretty much the same. There's maybe a little bit more of the, oh no, it's just folded. I was gonna say there's a little bit more of the green, but this one's kind of got a crimp in it. So if I pulled this out and straightened it, it would be the same. So yeah, so I love these. And we have love sectionals that we have for our couch. We've got 3 sections, and so it's super long, and so 4 of these will fit on there. But the color that we did was like a charcoal. It was charcoal, so it'll kind of go with that, kind of this color. So yeah, so I'll have to take a picture and post it to the community page once I get all those. Oh, I was gonna put one of these on so you could see how much space the pillow took in it, in case you didn't happen to catch my last video. Where is the zipper? Right there. You kind of have to finagle this a little bit. You have to shove it. Oh, and while I'm doing this, the back side is plain. So that's the side where my kids will get the stains on. And yes, I let my kids eat food in the living room while we're watching TV. I prefer that the younger 2, even though that's 3rd grade and 6th grade, I prefer that they not have open drinks in the living room, just because they still spill things. But that's the good thing about, here I'm doing a promo for Love Sack. That's the good thing about those, because you can take the covers off and wash them and put it back on. So yeah, so you can see there's no padding right here. So I don't think you could fit 2 of those pillows in here, but if you had extra fill, you could add it in if you wanted it to be a little bit rounder. Now I'm going to have to take this off when I take it back upstairs to put my other 2 Halloween covers on it. But yeah, I'm really happy that I found these. Bohemian Floral. All right, and next, this one was inspired by Hey Everybody. I think she bought one of these for her mom. I am super skeptical if this will really work, but the idea is that you put your bananas in here after you buy them and they won't turn brown. So I'm going to try to add some bananas to our Walmart grocery list for this coming weekend, and maybe get like 6 and then keep 3 out and 3 in and take a picture each day. I don't know. But yeah, the outside of it feels like a normal drawstring bag. The inside is like what you see on the refrigerated bags that you can buy places. So my guess is that the concept behind this is what it keeps all the the gases from going anywhere or getting to it. They had these for, what was the other one? There was another fruit or vegetable. Oh, lettuce. They have them also for lettuce. I could see it working more for lettuce just because I know when I wash like a head of iceberg lettuce, I'll get it wet all over and I'll kind of crack it so I can get the center core out of it. And then while it's still wet, I'll wrap it in paper towel and then put it in a Ziploc bag, and then it stays good for a long time. So I could see it working more for lettuce just because of that, or celery even, because they say to wrap celery in aluminum foil before you put it in the fridge. I'm just not sure about bananas, so we'll see. And if I can figure it out, I'll let you know how that works. That banana bag was $2.79. Oh. Right, next in the Bohemian Floral is the shower curtain. Now I'm not going to take this out because obviously it's a shower curtain, so it's huge. But it came with the rings, which is nice because a lot of times I have the metal rings and those have to be replaced whenever I replace the inside liner because they rust and stuff. So this is nice. It comes with plastic, and I am going to have to get a new inside liner to go with this that's got magnets on it. And it's got a little picture of it, but it's the same Bohemian Floral that I've been using for everything. And this one was $12.78. So that's not bad for a shower curtain, and it's washable. So there's that. And then we're gonna get tired of this pattern, right? So this is the floor mat for inside the front door because it's a little sturdier, and I'm gonna take it out so you can see the back. But this one, I got the 80 by 120 centimeter size. I don't know what that converts to in inches. So on the last haul, I got the bathroom / kitchen rugs, but this one is definitely designed more for wear and tear. It kind of looks about the same size though as the other one, which was like 31 by 47 inches. So I'm just gonna say that's what this is. But you can see it's got surged edge, and it's a stronger non-slip on the back of this one than there was on the kitchen bathroom version. But, and I should have mentioned this, I've got those things that you can put in the corners to actually stick it to the floor, so I may end up doing that with this, but we'll see. We'll try it like this without it to see if this really does keep it from sliding. But being that it's got creases, those creases are going to keep it from fully sticking to the floor at first, so it may need some help. But yeah, so we've got a rug that's in front of, or that's inside the front door right now, that's about the same size that we've had for a long time, so I'm gonna toss it or find some other place to put it. It's kind of hard. These are washable, but, and I have a super big washing machine, so I can wash these, but it's kind of a pain, right, to wash this kind of thing. But I will on this one since it's specifically designed to match all my other stuff. So, and the other one that we have in front of the, or inside the door, it's rougher. So this one's a little bit soft. We'll have to see how well it catches the dirt and stuff when people walk in and wipe their feet on it. But again, because of this design, I'm hoping it means that the dirt doesn't show up as quickly, but I could see these areas getting discolored kind of quickly. But I'm curious, how often at your home do you wash a rug inside the door like that? I don't have a schedule, surprise, surprise. So I'm curious, so I can learn to be a better cleaner, whatever. All right, next, you've probably all seen these, and I've of course seen them all this time too, and finally just decided I'd try it because what the heck. Oh, that rug, before I forget, that rug was $15.69. These are those reusable, disposable leftover covers for food. I believe there's 100 in here. And I'm just going to pull one out because they're weird, right? And yeah, it does say there's 100. I don't know how these work. So I'm just going to start pulling on stuff and see if I can figure it out. Okay, so you kind of get them sideways and then they pull apart. And I guess the idea is, depending on what you're trying to cover would determine how much you open it. Because it's kind of, the rest of it kind of acts as an elastic. Kind of, yeah. Like an elastic if you don't open it up further. So if you had like a can of soda or something, you could, or a mug, or a glass or something, whatever would be this side, a tomato, you could open it just that much and put this on it. But it does I guess get this big, and shoot, you could use this as a shower cap. Right? But it does have elastic, for when you finally get it all the way open. But yeah, this would be big enough to put on a side of a watermelon. I don't know how well it would work on an 8x8 baking dish. I think it might be a little bit too small for that, but round mixing bowls and that kind of thing, I think it would work for. Or even just, like in the picture, I think it showed it working on a dinner plate, but I think that might be, I don't know, maybe it would work on one that's about 8 inches, maybe a 9-inch plate. But they say these are reusable, but who is gonna wash this? I mean, this is too thin to go in the dishwasher. So I think people would just use this instead of plastic wrap or saran wrap or foil or whatever, just as a temporary means to cover some kind of leftover or produce or something that's already been cut, and then toss it after they were done with it. But yeah, so I finally decided I'd give it a try. I really hate hand washing the lids that go with my storageware, because I have to hand wash them, otherwise they warp in the dishwasher. So anytime I don't have to hand wash something is a plus. So yeah, so there's that. And did I say what these cost? $1.98, and I got a price adjustment. All right, and then I think there's only a couple things left. Oh, well, this is the other set of pillow covers. All the little things fell to the bottom, so I'll pull them all out. All right, next is some earrings. This is now my third pair of rose red earrings. I really don't know why I got these, except for the fact that they were long, and I thought that would be kind of a statement. But these are not mirror images of each other, so if that bothers you, it does bother me sometimes. Just keep that in mind. let's take one of these off because these look kind of interesting. They come with plastic backs. They are posts. Oh, all right. So I don't know what kind of material this is. It's not metal, but if it's plastic, it's like got a rubbery kind of coating on it. So there's the post up there, and then it's got a few like rhinestones in there. And then you can see that, like, if for some reason this was too long for you, there's a couple joints in here where you could break it. Actually, if you had pliers, jewelry pliers, you could take them off. So if you just wanted this part, you could do that, or if somehow this was better, you could do that. But they're pretty, and I'll wear them, but nobody needs 3 pairs of earrings this color, even if they are all different. All right. What did I pay for those? $1.97. All right. Next, I've talked about this on here before. My youngest daughter and I are watching through the Golden Girls, and so I got this little makeup bag for her because she's also starting to get into makeup. So I saw this and thought this was pretty, and it came in a couple different prints, but it's just a simple canvasy kind of makeup bag. Let's, I guess, see if it's lined on the inside. Nope, no waterproof lining. And then it came with a little card. Kind of a little bent up, but for you, happy every day, I love you. So that's kind of nice and unusual, but it is pretty banged up. Let's see if I can kind of, well, you can't really see it, but take my word for it, it's kind of banged up. I'm just going to put it inside the bag. So yeah, so I thought I'd get her that. I haven't decided if I'm just going to give it to her or if it's going to be a Christmas present. And she's actually my kid that was born the day after Christmas. But this was $1.98, and I got a price adjustment. And then I think there's one more thing. Where did it? Okay, so I thought I was done with these, so I took my mood bag upstairs. I don't have it with me to put this on, but I got another pin for my mood bag. And this is the Wonka chocolate bar from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And it's got the silicone cover, which I like. It is metal with like a resin on the top. And then this was $1.98. So this will get added to my mood bag on the back side. All right, so that was it. This is going to be a shorter video. You know, it's funny because people say they like the longer videos, but when I look at my algorithm and analytics, it acts like people only tune in for about 20 minutes. So I don't know if that I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that when you're watching this you stop after a while, or if you're fast forwarding and so it doesn't count the period of time that's fast forwarded. I haven't figured that out. But in the comments that I've gotten, people have said they like the longer ones. So that's what I try to do in general, but this one will be shorter because we're only at 34 minutes. And I only have one jewelry set to show you. Well, aside from this one, which I've shown on an earlier one, but I did make this one. All right, but anyway, this one, I really like this one because it's got some good color contrast. It's kind of a classic, can be dressy or casual. And these, it's funny, I call this my ice pink necklace, but it really doesn't look very pink down here. Although it does on camera. The camera is picking out the pink part, but in the light for me, it looks more ivory. But it's again gunmetal and just really simple. You know, it's a strung necklace, so I put, you know, the little beads on the inside of these, and just a very simple. And because I don't like having beads around the back of the neck, I usually make it so that it's chain behind the back. And this one I actually used a lobster claw, which I don't really like lobster claw clasps because those are kind of difficult for me. But, and then the matching earrings. And if I had to guess, I mean, it's been a couple years since I made this, but if I had to guess, I would say I got all of these beads at Michael's. But yeah, so you can see you could wear this with a dressy dress or something casual. So yeah, so that's my jewelry reveal for this episode. So if you are not one of the people that quits after 20 minutes, thank you for watching this long. And obviously you had to stick it out for me to hear these thank yous, but I just want to thank you. I thank everybody for the support that they've given me and this channel. We've come a long way from when I first started doing these. I'm not necessarily any more polished, but that's okay because I'm real, and this is a real group. So if you like what you're seeing here, please give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing, because all of those things help support this channel, which in turn gives me the means in which to create future content, because I really don't want to run out of content. I'm like worried about that. You know, I can't just keep buying Temu stuff all the time. So I'm trying to expand things, but I've got to get all the necessary supplies in place to do all that. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. So whenever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.